Hello and welcome. I decided to run a series on GUI programming in Python for the reason that I find GUI programming very interesting. It's kind of a different way of thinking. A lot of the game programming that we've been doing so far has been pretty much locked to the main loop, the game loop, and GUI programming is more event-driven programming, but still very important in games. One place where I use GUI programming quite a bit is developing tools for making games. Anyway, so for this series, I'm going to be starting off with Qt, although it says here it's pronounced cute. Okay, cute. I'm just going to call it Qt. Why not? Now, Qt is basically essentially a GUI programming library written in C++. Although it has a lot of other functionality as well. So kind of like if I was doing GUI programming, I might, a common first step would be tkinter or something in Python, but I find that Qt is well, it's basically the industry standard or one of the industry standards. We pop down here, we can see a bunch of applications use Qt and are actively developed in it. Roblox Studio, Source 2 engine tools, a bunch of Adobe things, CryEngine editor. Like this is good. This is important stuff, and these organizations here are using it. So yeah, it's pretty much industry standard. And the benefit of learning an industry standard tool is we also learn the fundamental concepts, which we can apply to other programs and other fields of study. Okay, so what do we need to get started in Qt? Well, of course, it wouldn't hurt if we had the Python wrapper. Head over here to PyQt and we see the pip instruction, pip install pyqt6. Now, I already have this, so no worries there. However, it wouldn't hurt to go through it. Okay, so we go pip install pyqt6, and this will say, yep, already satisfied. That's fine. That's all right. Okay. However, this will not work. So pyqt6 is a Python binding to the underlying Qt6 code base, and we need to install that as well. Now, I have Qt6 already downloaded, so that's fine, but we would click here, download the installer, click through. There are instructions out there on how to do it. I'm going to link in the description a good video that I found on installing Qt6, because we do have to be careful here. It's very easy to accidentally select too many components and the install becomes massive, like 30 gigabytes or something insane like that. So anyway, that link will be down below. And yeah, let's get on with it. So let's say we have this already installed. We have pyqt6, we have Qt6 and everything. We are good to go. So the first thing I'm going to do is pretty much just create an empty window. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to import a few things. So I'll say import from the Qt widgets module. And I'm also going to import the sys module. Okay, so what we'll do is we're just going to create a blank window. So we'll make an app. Now, because this is a C++ library running under the hood, it says here we need to provide the argument vector, basically. So the command line arguments as a string. No worries, the way we get that is we get system argv, and this provides the command line arguments. Then we'll create a window, just a simple widget. We'll show the window and we'll execute the app. This will pretty much start the main loop on the app and get things running. So there we have it, our window. Can we resize it? Yes, we can. By the way, Qt will create this window in compliance with whatever our operating system is. So right now this looks like a Windows window. If we run this on Mac, it'll look like a Mac window. We'll run it on Ubuntu, it'll look like a Ubuntu window, whatever we want to do. Okay, so like I said, this is the most basic sort of thing we can do. And of course, that means we want to do something less basic. So another way to work with this is to abstract this out into its own class. I'm also going to resize the window. Okay, so before we had Q widget, basic widget. Now we're going to use a main window class. We will inherit from the Q main window class, and in our initializer, we'll run the superclass initializer, then we'll set the stuff specific to our window. So we'll set the window title, and we'll set our size. Okay, cool. So we create an application. We create a main window. We show it. We execute. Cool. I mean, that's what I expected. We have my app. Our size is fixed. We can also change that, and see we can't resize now. Okay. Anyway. So that's a little kicker to get us started, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.